Hello, everybody. I am SUNPSYCHIC JEAN, and please welcome Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hello, Val. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you, Jean, for having me. Appreciate it.
You are one busy woman, I'll tell you. It is an amazing September we have coming up here. It already has been, and it will be for quite some time, from what I understand. And There is, I just want to say hello to a couple of you here in the chat. And Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Swampy63. Nice to see you. And I just gifted some members to a bunch of you. And I'm looking forward to having our next members meeting. And Lauren Hunsinger is here. I tell you guys, you're in the right place at the right time. How many of you know about the eclipse and the 999 portal, right, Val?
Yeah,
That is a big one.
big. Yes. It's all,
So,
it's, oh, shoot.
999 portal,
I'm
right?
putting this on and I got you. I'm sorry about that. All right. My goodness. Yeah, this
Gina.
is, this is a big month, big, huge month. But we've been building up to this time since really 2012. 2020 was significant. And as we all know, it's been quite, um, a lot of things in our world, in our lives, are being released. It's just been kind of unraveling over time. Well, this is like a culmination point of where, okay, like you said, the 999. This is a 9 year. Where okay, we're in a 9 month. It'll be on the 9 day. 2 days before that, we're in the full moon. Uh, Lunar eclipse in Pisces. That's a blood moon, and it's one of the longest ones that we've had in a long time. 85% of the world will see it. The Americas won't. So that kind of is telling, like we're blocked out in a way. I haven't really gone into that in my head, so I don't want to say too much on that. But as we are going through that day, and it's a long one. It's 6 minutes in duration. Now, it's actually an hour and a half as it spreads out over time, and everybody's going to have it on live, so that'll be cool. But this is Pisces. This is the end degree of the zodiac. This is spirit. This is the where we dissolve. And really, when we transition, we don't transition and die. We kind of just change form, right? That's Pisces. It changes form. Well, when we're in an eclipse, and it's a Pisces Virgo, because it's always the axis, the north node and the south node when there's eclipses. Virgo is the south node right now. So this is an excellent one to release. It's at the end of the month. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. As we go up to this, we're building up to this energy, and we have been doing this for years, and we've been releasing, but we've been shedding and purging, and it's more of a purification of your cellular and molecular structure. If you think of Pisces, it's the mist, the blood, the liquid, the plasma, where Virgo on the other end of the spectrum is a earth sign, and it helps to create things in the physical. Pisces will dissolve things that are not seen. They're here in the physical, but in our bodies. But as it's releasing, that's given us more room in our bodies for when we get to that Virgo eclipse. We're going to have a lot of room to create the next part of our path, because that's really what's happening. We're being aligned onto our authentic paths in our authentic selves. But it's a
Wow.
frequency. It's a frequency. Everything is frequency. Pisces is the highest frequency, and it's just it's so I mean, it's just so much. And it's 15 degrees. Now that's very important because we're sandwiched in between two Virgo new moons, one at 0, one at 29 degrees. I usually don't talk degrees, but if you look at this, 0, 15, 29, it's bookends. It's opening and closing, beginning, middle, end.
Okay.
So
So let me just back up and
sure,
maybe clarify a little bit. So the
sure,
last new moon was in Virgo at 0
yes,
degrees or 1.
0.
And then we have the eclipse full moon at 15 degrees Pisces. And then the next new moon is also in Virgo,
Yeah, and that's unusual too. Okay, so two
but
and
it's
that,
at 30 degrees,
but it's at 29. So 0 to
29.
29 makes 30 degrees in the astrology chart. But I mean, first of all, you don't usually see no, I shouldn't say don't usually. Once a year there'll be two moons. Okay, and it's called a black moon or a blue moon, right? A new that's usually, let me back up. The last new moon in Virgo was a black moon. That there's two different types. That one is, it happens every 33 months. So to have a black moon, then to have a full moon lunar eclipse, full total 6 minutes in duration, and then go to the 21st and have a solar partial eclipse in Virgo at the closing degree of Virgo. And the very next day, it is fall equinox, and we're at 0 degrees Libra. So these zeros and 29s have been really playing out heavily these last couple of years. It's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because I know degrees can get out there, but those are critical degrees. They're master degrees. You gotta think of 0 as what it is. It's a bubble of protection. You know, it's the starting point, but it's also like the Fool card. Who am I? Where am I going? Right, and then you get to 29, and that's an integrity degree. And by the time you've traveled through that path, you have, and we're always doing this, we just aren't aware of it. We're always going forward, evolving, shedding, purging, purifying, and then calling in new things that we want to create, right? So that, but this is the literal manifestation of that. Of Pisces is the dreamer. We imagine in Pisces. We allow ourselves to say, "Oh, that would really be nice to have a house in Florida, whatever," and dream all this in, right? And the more you keep dreaming it, things keep showing up for you. Yeah, that's the right way, and you get those little hits from the universe. And then that Virgo part of us, because we're all signs, we all have every sign in us. That Virgo part of us will say, okay, let's line up the details. Let's make this happen, and as smoothly and easily as possible.
So let me just share what a couple of you had to say here. Chris W. says, I didn't know anything about the eclipse or the 999 portal, but it makes sense with the intensity around us, right? And Lauren Hunsinger said, I'm excited for the 9/9 portal day. I think I am too. I think it's right after the eclipse and before the next, but it's an important time. I feel it too. I think it's an excitement for the 9/9 portal.
Yeah.
And then Malika says, this purging rings is so true for me. After 22-year marriage, I'm stepping out into my new life. Yep.
And
And
that's
it's a
exactly, sorry, go ahead.
mhm. Yep, a time for transition, right?
Mhm, mhm. It's absolutely, and this is, all eclipse seasons are impactful, powerful, but this one is really speaking, because I mean, we always see things playing out individually in our lives, and kind of out in the external world, but unless you're really into astrology, you're not paying attention. But these things are so powerful now, because it's like I said, a culmination. We've released and shed so much. There's a main point in this that I didn't want to go I don't want to be confusing, but there's a Saturn, Neptune are together, conjunct. They went through Pisces together the last 3.5 years. They are in Aries. They just retrograded, so Saturn has gone backwards back into Pisces. Now, that's called a world point where that is. It's at the last degree of the zodiac and the first degree. These two are tracking together. Not seen, no astrologers can find a time where they have tracked together into a world point, into a new era, because that's what this is creating, is a new era. So when they become exactly together at 0 degree, they're at 1 degree now, but they're both 0 and 29, very close together. They're going to be exact 0 degree Aries on February 20th, 2025, 2026, my son. So as that, and Saturn's going to go forward. Now I can say this is epic. This is beyond words I could even put to it, because it is literally creating our new era. As we dissolve all these life negating structures, because a lot of our government structures aren't for our best and highest good. But as they're being dissolved, there's new being created. I don't want to put fear out there, because this isn't about fear. It's about witnessing. We came here to really witness this time period. This is an elevation, humanity evolving, ascending, whatever words you want to use. It is powerful. So prior to that, and all the outer planets are retrograde, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because you're reviewing, you're reassessing, you're going back over the details, so all of them are retrograde. Uranus goes retrograde tomorrow. He's the only one that isn't. Now, usually when Uranus stations retrograde, we feel it, whether it's an earth, earthquake or volcano or something with the earth herself, because Uranus is shocks and surprises. Now, if we can watch, even Mother Earth had an 8.8 earthquake in the middle of nowhere with tsunami warnings, and nobody died. I mean, that's unheard of, so to me, the planets are sentient beings. They are working together. They are, and she is protecting us. So I'm not seeing anything devastating to the world. Not saying that, earthquakes do happen, things do happen, but on a massive scale like that,
So Uranus usually connects to the Earth, and Earth usually reflects when Uranus, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Goes in retrograde?
Well, yeah, he's the one, because usually it depends on which planet and what sign they're going in, but Uranus always makes noise, because he's the only planet that spins on his side. He's totally outside of any of the physics of anything else around us. Yes. And that's exactly it. He's the innovator, the rebel, the revolutionary. I mean, we're very close, with these words, with the reality or the perceived reality of what's being fed to us from the outside. I'm not, I know that's happening, but I also know they're covering up this, which is epic, and they're trying, to hide this, to hide that new era, the way forward. And
so is Uranus going to stay in Gemini, or is he going to leave and go back?
He's going to go back into Taurus. So this is big. That's a big deal too, because in Gemini, he's brilliant, he's fast, he's really unstoppable, but he hadn't got moving quite just yet, because he only made it to 1 degree. So he's going to back into Taurus to 26 degrees, which is a powerful degree. There's a certain star sitting there, and it kind of exposes the distortion that's fed to us at this star. So when he goes back into Taurus, we're going to feel that in Earth, weather, Earth changes, maybe. But I do think we're going to feel something, or something is going to happen within this, over this weekend, because he goes retrograde tomorrow. The next day we have the full moon lunar eclipse, and then we kind of, I mean, I can't even tell you. There's so much happening just in this month. The changes. Virgo changes signs 3 times in Leo. I mean, goodness gracious, in September. That's, he's so fast. He's moving. So Virgo is in, Mercury is in Virgo. The sun is in Virgo. Virgo is the details. Now, that's why we have the second eclipse there, the last degree of Virgo, because Virgo's cleaning it out. They're making, Virgos are known for crossing the crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and in this case, there's a lot of distortion in our media. There's a lot of distortion in things we hear, read, see, AI, everything going on, So we're trying to make sense of all that. And all the planets are playing their part in one way or another. But when we're in the sun sign of in this case, Virgo, each of those signs helps us to get clarity, to gain clarity, because this is where we're at the end of the year here, 2025. We're shedding, releasing, purging to gain clarity, to know, to see more clearly on our path forward. Astrology to me is just fascinating, because it's nonstop, and it really does assist humanity in their evolution. I mean, those stars have been in the sky since Earth was formed, and over time, each culture, society has tracked them and has, said this happens during this time, this during this time, and we got a good feel for that. But these are aspects and conjunctions and trines and sextiles that have never happened. You can't even go back in time far enough to find them anywhere. So
you were saying that Mercury was going to be in Virgo 3 times, or Mercury was going to be in 3 different signs?
3 different signs. I'm sorry, I said it backwards.
And he was in Virgo, and what's the other 2?
He was in Leo first. He just changed signs. Now he's in Virgo, and then he's going into Libra. So, and Mercury is the way we receive information, how we,
But he's just barely in the other 2, but he's spending most of his time in that.
Well, no, he has to play out 0 to 29. Okay. That's how fast he's going. Think of how fast he's going, because it's like 2.5 weeks. He's hitting 2 degrees a day, it's pretty powerful. And there's and Mercury is so fast and can understand so much information on so many levels, as the planet Mercury, and he's sharing that with us. He's opening our minds to what's going on around us.
While he's in Virgo, is he bringing in authenticity and truth and revealing things that are hidden?
Yes, absolutely. I have to me, the planets they always go to the higher attributes, because there's lower attributes to each planet and sign. There's higher attributes, just like humans, but we are becoming more authentic. We're becoming more authentic, in my opinion, because the planets who are higher beings are more authentic. This is the way forward. You can't raise in frequency by being a low frequency, distorted, full of, trickery and lies and deceit and things like that. Now, a lot of that lore from thousands of years ago, was about that, gods and goddesses and all the games they played. But that's not how I receive my information for astrology. And we can see it. I mean, yes, we're in the chaos part now, because we're at the end of huge cycles. We're at the end of a Kali Yuga. We're at the end of a 26,000 year cycle, 12,000 year cycle, the end of the age of Pisces. We're going into the age of Aquarius. That's all air, that's all brilliant innovation. And guess who rules Aquarius? Uranus. So it's
Oh,
outside the box. It's innovative. It's bringing in things that we've never seen before. And those powers that are trying to say, oh, don't look over there, look over here. It's because they're physically threatening rights and freedoms, things like that. I don't want to get too political, but to me, that's the reason why they're doing it, because they know full well that this time period is here, and they know full well that you can't raise you can't ascend. Not that they want to, but you can't raise in frequency as you're not a match. You're a mismatch. Your frequency is too low, but they need us here for our frequency because. Do you want me to go into any of that? You want me to stop there?
well, I just thought it was interesting that you say that during the month of September that we have Uranus coming in and then going retrograde with this aspect of Mercury playing his role about the information and revealing the truth, and the way that Virgo is a huge part of the truth and the authenticity, and the outer planets all moving signs and changing. All what I keep hearing you saying, Val, is change, change, change. That
Yeah.
what used to be and what used to happen is not going to fly anymore. It's just not in. It's not vibrationally matched to where we're changing to. The planets are changing. We are changing. The aspects are changing. The Kali Yuga, the sign is changing. What did you say? There was an era is changing. So all of these changes are lifting and at a higher frequency and vibration, so that what used to be cannot exist. And
Right.
I think it's not because of that, but it's almost like they feel this impulse of, um, that if the outer planets and we didn't have all of these changes, things may have, played out differently. But I think that they're running out of steam. There's no there there.
Right.
There's no frequency or planetary alignments supporting that, but there are all planetary alignments in frequency, and Virgo and Mercury and Uranus. All of these things are supporting raising our vibration, improving communication, improving connectivity, and our way forward, and our higher perspective. And it's really, I think it's reassuring that that we have this support of all of the planets. And I feel as though it's all of the spirit guides and angels also are playing a part in sort of assisting a little bit more hands-on. I feel like that they have, how they say the veil is thinning, and that we're able to hear. There's so many people coming online, so many people have had uh, intuition or skills, psychic skills, but now it's like coming on, and they want to practice and help other people. And it's all of these changes that are going to be leading us to a new earth, a new way, a new humanity. And just the old way is not going to work anymore. But
Because
so I wanted.
we're going into the golden age. Okay, this is another thing. That's based on the precession of the equinoxes. Okay, this just plays out over time. Every 26,000 years, you go in. Well, for our purposes, we're going into a golden age. What does that mean? When we say we're ascending, what does that mean? We're raising in frequency, and everything that is not of in integrity, authenticity, It cannot raise with us. And, you know, when you're in there's golden age, silver age, bronze age, you know, those lower ages, the frequency goes down. Like I've had my guides explain to me, like Earth and our solar system it's like, you know, going to an amusement park, like the coolest one, you know, because when the frequency's low, you can experience a lot of different experiences. But as we see, that turns very dark, you know, at the end of it. So that's where we're at. We're at the end of that. And as we raise in frequency, doesn't mean everybody's going to, and that's fine, because each soul's on its own journey, right? But we're conscious and aware, and we are understanding. We're trying to figure out what is going on. We can see it, we can feel it, we know there's the veil's thinning, right? You're more connected to your spirit team. You know, I'm always in my heart. My heart's always like just, you know, big and smiley. You know, I wasn't like that when I was younger. You know, I wasn't. And how did that all occur? Well, the planets, right? And as you were saying about awakening, that Pluto and Aquarius retrograde and that Uranus going retrograde tomorrow, those help others awaken. There's, you know, I mean, they're pretty, and it's just going to get more faster and faster for those who aren't yet awake, to have that opportunity to awaken. If that makes sense.
So Lauren says the veil thinning also gives us close connection to our ancestors and the higher realms.
Yes, yes, yes.
And them access to us too, Lauren. And I want to say hi to Terry at Holding Your Space. Hi, Terry. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. She's a busy girl these days.
Let's see.
And Angela says, amazing. Let me see. There was something else Angela said. I thought I started. Angela, and I don't know what happened to it.
Thank you,
You're
Tina.
easy to find with that red rose. Oh, she said, I feel that fast-moving energy. It's a little dizzying.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. You got to stay grounded. This is important, and really connect to your heart, ground into Mother Earth, connect to your higher self. I call it my higher teams up here. So I'm connecting all day down into Mother Earth, the core. And I do that, pour that energy from my heart. I should probably explain it, and then bring it back up like an infinity symbol. And I keep running. I see gold sparkly energy, and I just keep running that, cleaning my energy field, because it is so easy to get taken off and get dizzy and discombobulated. You know, I don't really. There's a lot we could do. Crystals, genes into crystals too. You know, you have those crystals around all the time. Even if it's just clear and one black, you know, this brings you some balance, and you just hold those for a second if it's getting too much for you.
Well, and what's important is that, you know, chop wood, carry water. Before the eclipse, chop wood, carry water. After the eclipse, chop wood. What it is to be aware, to be mindful, to be careful, to not, you know, watch your step and things, and that things are going to be sort of, you know, not as stable or as predictable during these times. And then what do you know about the 99 portal there, Val? Is more information and downloads coming through from the galactics? Is that what that is?
Well, yes. And the way that works is you have to release what is not serving you to receive downloads. Now, I'm not saying every time, but in this case, during this month, the more you release, the more you connect to your higher guidance. You know, I know a lot of people they're connected to ETs. Some are connected to dragons. Some are connected to angels. Some are connected to the elementals. That's just going to keep opening up, because if we get down to it, it's we have been in a very dense reality for 26,000 plus years. We've forgotten most of who we are, because when we're in our higher frequencies, we're connected to everything. We're talking to everything. There is no separation, really. I mean, there is, of course, Jean, I'm me, but we can feel safe. And I think that's one of the most important things, is that safety and security feeling, because in that very dense energy, it was not a safe place, let's say. And we've done many lifetimes of this. This is kind of why we've been purging so much, because we have accumulated or caused, or something caused a lot of pain, trauma, and blocks within our cellular molecular structure to weigh us down, right? To become dense too. As we clean our energy and clear our energy, and we raise in frequency, we get lighter and lighter and lighter. And this is how my guides explain it to me. So it's us remembering the gifts and abilities, and that, I mean, we're just scratching the surface, by connecting to our team or connecting to Dragon or angels. There is so much going on around us. It is so cool. And we can live and thrive in peace and harmony there, where, that's not the way here, So so let me just say this. So as we're at the end of that age, and there's this chaos, because the chaos is coming in, and it's got to come up to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be released, right? And that's how we release, and we raise in frequency, and step by step by step. And think about that. You've been doing that your entire lifetime, if not previous lifetimes included. So this is, why do we go have readings with psychics and mediums and astrologers and things like that? Because we're trying to find out what is in there. Why do I have this pain body, or this issue with XYZ? These are things that have accumulated over time. It doesn't make you bad. We come to Earth in density to experience experiences. There's nothing wrong or bad about you. That's a soul journey. The soul wants to learn on a certain level of density. Well, now when we raise in frequency, same thing. We get to be freer in those frequencies and connected in a more harmonious space. But that's coming. It doesn't happen overnight. We should see next eclipse season is in the spring. I see by next spring things to feel a lot lighter than they do right now, especially for the collective. And it's just going to continuously go up that spiral and get better and better.
So Teresa says, yes, stir up the muck so it can be filtered out, right?
I love that, Teresa. That's exactly what Pisces is doing. Pisces is helping us. You got to think Pisces is like a huge filter. What doesn't belong inside your cells and molecules got to go. Virgo rules the digestive system. Virgo rules the nervous system. So here we have Spirit, Pisces, Virgo, reality, creating in reality, and they're across from the wheel, but they help each other, because without Pisces' process of purging and purification, Virgo couldn't get that alignment that they're looking for. Does that make sense? And it's very cool. I'm glad you brought it up like that. That's very cool.
So we're going to be doing some readings today, everybody. And we ask, if you would like a reading, you would please put your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, and we'll do a reading on that. And the readings are they'll be chosen at random. Though we are starting halfway through the show, so we only have the second half of the show for the reading, so there'll only be a few. But If you don't know your moon sign or rising sign, you can just give us your sun sign.
Right.
Because I know some people are not aware of it. But I have a couple people here who do. Gina says, I'm sun sign Virgo plus birthday on the 21st. Oh, that's near the cusp.
Oh,
What?
And she's on the solar eclipse. Her birthday is on the Virgo solar eclipse. You're 29-degree Virgo, Gina M. Wow. Wow. Oh, sorry.
She said, what does the eclipse season and changes mean for me? But the 21st is it's right around the equinox, correct?
This year, the equinox is on the 22nd. So the 21st is the last day of Virgo season, 29th, and it's the solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse. And and that changes. That varies from month to month, year to year. It could be 20, 21, 22, when and it's significant on the equinoxes. It's another big, because as we purge, yes, we receive. As we release, we receive, right? And Gina M, I would love to see your chart. Once you email me, for your birthday, I'm going to give you a reading for your birthday.
Oh, that's sweet. Hello, oil painter Diana is here. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, hi, Diana. Here's my buddy. We're going to be together Sunday night. Going into more details about this eclipse. It is a lot. It is a lot. There's no way to get it all out on one show. But my thing is I wanted everyone to have the ability, the knowledge, the forethought to, if I know I want to release something, or I want to change my diet, because there's that Virgo again, or change homes, all that stuff's Virgo, or change jobs. You follow that inner guidance because it's helping you release. And Virgo at the end on the 21st will bring you into here we go, 29 degrees. Now here's your plan, make the details, fill them in. But right now, until then, we're in a purge phase, I would say. Did you want to go for Gina, or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first? I'm still trying to find her in the universe. Thank you, Chris W.
Gina, where are you in the universe? Oh, all right. So let's see, Gina. Oh my goodness. Uncovering treasure. Look at that golden dragon with a treasure chest. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. And it really feels good for you, Gina. And then I got growth on the other one. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. Oh, reaching for your destination. Your light is shining brightly. That's amazing. Okay, one more. This is like to go into the Pisces part. Cosmic Pearl. Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate of the angelic realms. And Virgos are the earth angels of the zodiac. I am pretty certain, Gina M, that you're in a lot of chats. You moderate for a lot of people. You're very conscious and detail oriented, beautiful, supportive soul. So and there's a full moon there. I'm feeling that more into next month, the Libra season. But we're all opening our gifts and our abilities. But I do feel you are connected to the angels. I hope that helped. And definitely email me, Gina. I appreciate you because you're in the chats a lot moderating. I appreciate that.
So, Gina, what I was picking up for you is is this your second Saturn return? Have you had your second Saturn return yet? There's something about this new chapter. I'm getting a new chapter around the second Saturn return. And Val would be able to tell you that when you do your birthday reading with her. I also see a lot of changes and new horizons. So I'm not sure if you're looking to move your location where you live or something about moving so that you have new horizons. And it could just be, you know, orienting your sofa to a different direction in your place. But I do see new horizons, something new. And I feel as though, and this is all of those outer planets, the changes, all of this is helping you. But I do feel that it's almost like there's characteristics or personality traits that are coming in to their own, and it's almost like you're owning and you're sitting in the seat of your soul just a little more comfortably, and you're just a little more comfortable in your own skin. And this is a natural evolution for you, Gina, but it's also comes with wisdom and perspective and belief in yourself. I feel like you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and you have been achieving and overcoming challenges over the past 5 years. And I do feel as though you're going to sort of hit your stride, and it's almost going to be like the new frontier. And in fact, you may even start to connect with ETs a little bit, because they keep telling me all of this stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So
definitely.
I see new opportunities, new horizons. And it's not like I'm not like a predictive type of psychic. I don't say I see these things happen, but I do. I feel, you know, it's not me. I tell you what I feel now. Like I'm an energy reader. I don't say I see in my crystal ball. You know, I don't say stuff like that. But that's how I'm feeling when I'm connecting to you, Gina.
Yeah, it's like and this is so true for many of us. We're opening this new door. We're going through this new gateway, this new portal to this new realm, this new era that we've spent all this time reinventing ourselves to get there, to shed, and to the sky's the limit. It really is.
So Angela, if you're still here, just say hello. And she says that she's Sun Scorpio, Moon Sag, and Rising Capricorn.
3 Virgo placements. So see that, and it doesn't matter where that Virgo is in any of our charts.
She did this too, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't. Don't know what that. I mean, I do, but I like to read.
Oh no, that's not the same girl. That's not the same one. This is Angela Waller. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, they both have the name Angela. Yeah, cool. It's not the same one.
That's
yeah,
Libra,
sorry.
That's Libra, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Angela, this is Angela Waller from New Zealand, and the other Angela that just has Angela in her name, you'll be next.
And
so
go ahead. Did you want to go?
I just was going to say, yeah, Angela Waller says she's here, and then the other Angela, if you could just tell me that you're here. She, Sun Scorpio, Moon Sag, Rising Cap. Okay, I see the other Angela. Thank you.
And 3 Virgo placements. So I was trying to say we all have all signs in our chart. And somewhere in your chart, one of these little pie shapes is Virgo, right? So all these aspects affect us on some level. You know, it's not always a right direct hit, but it's there. I feel that you've been clearing out a lot of stuff like these last few years that really, you know, when it's Scorpio and Virgo placements in there decide to make changes happen. I mean, you will eliminate what needs to be eliminated. Sagittarius is I mean, they're all brilliant, but Sagittarius will give you that, okay, well, here's where we want to aim for, right? And Virgo gets it all together. Scorpio researches it. Capricorn's like, okay, and Capricorn is across from Cancer, and I'm bringing that in for a reason because it ultimately wants safety and security. So whatever you're doing, it is benefiting your safety and security immensely. Like you've been working on this. Um, I got infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life, and that group there, they're good at creating, manifesting that you have there. And I got trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. You already know that. I think is that got a lot of all signs are psychic, and don't want to make it seem like somebody's more psychic than other. But and then I got cosmic sapphire. Act with honor and integrity. Speak your truth. Wow, look how pretty that is. I think you had to speak your truth and get into your integrity, and you noticed it, and you wanted to make changes. I don't think it was something that you were doing wrong. I think it was based on others' behaviors around you. What I'm getting.
So, Angela, what I was picking up for you is I see you, and Val was talking about the Sagittarius visionary,
Mm-hmm.
and yet you have the three aspects in Virgo, uh, enables you to have that detailed, ability, yet have that visionary. So those two are rare combination. And then I find that it equals manifestation for you. I feel as though you're able to, like you're able to make things happen. You're able to, it's like movers and shakers is what I hear them saying. So you're a mover and shaker. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
However, in the Capricorn area, I do see that you are charming. You have a charming personality, and you do employ kindness. You understand that these things are important in order to sort of um, execute that visionary, that detailed visionary aspect of your goal setting. Like you're ambitious, yet you have this charming personality with kindness. I feel as though you would be really good as a public servant, or in some way helping the general population or humanity. It's a beautiful combination. I do feel as though it will lead you to contentment and joy. I find that as long as you listen to your own guidance, your own instincts, and not what other people say, and not what other people say you can or can't do, and just listen to your inner guidance and know that that is the like the guiding star. They say that you will reach your goals, and I think that if you haven't already, but I do feel that it's quite unique, and there's balance in everything, but I'm looking at the higher aspects of your energy there, Miss Angela Walker. So all the best
Mm-hmm.
to you from New Zealand.
Yeah, let us know. If, I feel you had a big change. You evolved last couple of years out of some. I keep getting out of something or away from something. But okay,
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And Angela said she is here, and she does say the second one is, I guess, uh, I don't
Aquarius,
know. Uh, the second one is Aquarius. The first one, I don't know that sign.
Libra,
Okay.
yeah,
And then the last one is,
Leo.
okay. So Libra, Aquarius, Leo.
Brilliant, yes, brilliant, brilliant. Let me see. I got you are very heart centered. That Leo there is going to have absolutely open your heart. But you're sociable, like Libra. I think you do work somewhere where you are bringing balance, justice, something along those lines. So we got two air signs there, Libra and Aquarius, making things happen. I don't know why I see you working in a place where you are bringing in, or maybe it could just be in your home where you're bringing in that uh, balance. I'm getting safety and security. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let me pull some cards here. Um, Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Now, this to me is a portal, and we're constantly going through portals. This is the eclipse portal. We got the 999 portal. We're always leveling up and and going through another initiation. And I don't know. I feel something about that. Okay, self-love is the foundation of all. I do, with that Leo heart, I do believe you give a lot of love to others. I don't know if you are balanced within, and or maybe this is just because I know it was a shock to me to learn to love myself. I thought I did, I didn't have any. You just do for other people, and I think that's what you were doing, and now you're realizing, well, what about me? And that that is connecting to your heart and your higher self. So that's all coming in for you. And did I say this one? Go with the flow, relax and trust. Accept what's happening. They're like out in the water. Like I think that this is a new I don't want to say adventure. What's the word? It new this is new for you. And this is like you're out in the water, like you're not sure what to do. Does that make sense? What's that called? Why can't I get that word when you're like in a new situation and you're not sure how to do it, but you're working through it and you're going to do fine. You're going to be, I mean, I think that you're, okay, I just got whatever this eclipse season is, and something needs to be purged and let it go, so you can open up the door to your new, into
New
your new,
territory?
yeah, yeah. Are that what you're getting? Oh,
No, that's what Gina's place was trying to help you out.
oh,
The
thank
chat
you,
the chat is giving us an assist.
thank you, kids. My brain just went blank.
I know they give us the feeling and the
Yeah,
scenario, but we can't find the words.
the word's
Yeah.
gone. Yeah, sorry about that. Hope that helped, Angela.
Trailblazing. They want to know trailblazing.
Yeah, like
So
yeah, new, just like a whole new path. Not where she hasn't ventured before. This is all new territory. Yes, Gina's place. Thank
mhm.
you. That's filling it in. Thank you.
thank thank you everybody for giving us the assist. It really does take a village, and
Yes.
we can't it's so frustrating for us, and we know it must be frustrating for you, but whatever you guys think or feel, it's probably what we want to try and say. So
Mhm,
many people assist me all the time. She
mhm,
said, yes, I wasn't balanced, but this truth came to light last week with a giant life change. Oh my
mm.
God.
And yeah, I mean, you're gonna do amazing. I know it's a little, it's jolting to find yourself in a whole new spot all of a sudden. And just allow whatever's going to go and love yourself through it. That's how I would say it. Be your best
Mhm,
cheerleader. I don't know
mhm.
where that comes from, but
So, Angela, what I was getting for you is I got you as a healer, an empath,
mhm.
and a rescuer. There
Uh,
is, I don't know if you rescue animals, or if you rescue husbands, or if you rescue children, or if you rescue coworkers, or you rescue companies. You are a rescuer. You rescue, and it's because you want to heal and you can feel that you
mhm,
rescue, but it's almost like you're putting yourself on the back burner in order to do this, and they want you to bring this more in balance, and you're almost like, I can't take away from what I'm giving, or else I won't be able to give anymore. And they're letting you know that what you think is not always the case. It's when you are giving to yourself and taking care of yourself, your gifts get stronger and you're more able to rescue more people. Just like the mask in the airplane. They say put the oxygen mask on you first, and then you can assist other people. But And you're really good at this. You're like, oh, I can
Yeah.
survive and
Yes.
rescue everybody. Like, what's the
Yeah.
big deal? It's not enough. You really need to work on that balance, and you really need to work on that self preservation a little bit more, that balance. And I did get the words heal the healer, and you are a healer, but it's
Mhm.
important for you to heal the healer. Whatever you can do to do that will empower you to do
Yeah.
more rescuing and more healing. It's almost like you'll find a way that you won't have to expend so much energy in order to keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
But it's important for you to take care of yourself and um, find that path. The pathway in is the way that you'll find the pathway forward.
And it's not easy, right? When you go from being this, I mean, you're like a professional fixer, life fixer for others, and then you step back to work on you, and it almost feels like a part of you is gone, and that they brought this up to me. That's why I'm saying it. And remember to nurture yourself. Allow yourself to just be a neutral observer for a while. Step back and just observe what was going on. Is there anyone there supporting you? Like to me, you're an extremely supportive, compassionate person, and that is what you do. Like it's literally what you do. I think.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Angela. Thank
Yeah,
you very
that's
much.
okay.
And I just wanted to say, Angela Walker says, oops, I think my message disappeared. Thank you both so much for that amazing reading. Spot on. Wow, and incredible. Wow. Thanks for the feedback, Angela.
Yeah,
You were
thank
fun to read. I was
you.
getting so much inspiration from your energy.
hmm
Yeah. So
Good. I
thank you.
love everybody's energy. It's
And
beautiful.
Loving Life is next. And after Loving Life is Malika Best.
Okay.
So Loving Life, please say hello. Malika, please say hello. And then Teresa Ford, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to get very many more after Teresa Ford.
I like
So
what Millie wrote. She said she was making chicken quesadillas in the back and get ready for the first football game of the season, and that's where she thinks cheerleader was coming in from. It's probably true. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. Things just
so
pop in your head. There's no rhyme or reason. It's crazy.
so Malika, Teresa, or Loving Life, if you guys can say hello.
Oh, Angela.
Angela said, right, yes, I understand. You're welcome, Angela. All right. So if Malika or Loving Life or Teresa are not here,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll be able to get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Play Love Remember here? I almost don't want to.
And I think Mr. Floyd he put his information in too. If you, I don't know. I haven't been tracking the chat as
So
much
then
as
I
you.
have Gina's Place. Is Gina's Place here?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to go in order here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to Eugenia's place. Don't want to get out of bed in the dark when it's dark and cold in the morning. No. Yeah, chicken quesadillas do sound good. Don't take risks. I'm gonna make some of them similar
I
today.
don't. Did somebody start? Did somebody? Is there somebody else that just started at 4 o'clock? All right. Malika
Here's
Best is here,
Lisa. I don't know.
and Gina's Place is here, and Teresa Ford. Oh my gosh, it took a while, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Malika, then Teresa, and then
Oh, look at
um,
Sunday Spirit on board.
who was it?
Wow. I was just reading the Malika's best. What she was saying. One
Okay.
very good.
All right, good. Good.
No,
So it
good.
it is Malika and then Teresa.
Jean is
So,
quiet.
oops, Malika said, sun sign Virgo. I'm born on the 28th of August. Wow.
Thank you, Diana. And my buddy. Um, Virgos. I love Virgo season. Everything gets reorganized. I love it. And there's
So, Malika, I feel like you're not always recognized for who you are. It's
mm,
like people mistaken you for being a different way or a different, you know, they sort of think one way about you, but mistakenly. I'm not sure if you are often
cool.
un I don't know, like people not mistaking you for somebody else. Like, aren't you the Queen of England? No, it's not that. It's that they say, "Oh, I thought you were the owner," or "Oh, I thought that was your brother," or "Oh, I thought you were," um, just that your identity was different than what the role is that you're playing, whether it's in a family way, or if you're friends and they thought, oh, I thought you were married, or if you were coworkers and they thought, oh, I thought you were the owner, or if you know, it, I don't know, just somewhere like if people always ask you when they're shopping, can you tell me where the paper towels are? And you're like, I don't work here. Like people, it's almost like what you're mistaken for somebody else. And it's not like this big deal. It's just like, casually is what
Mm,
I'm picking up for you,
mm,
Malika. Um,
She says she
and
does often feel like that.
I feel, yep. I feel like you have, you're almost expressing a lot of your past lives, and I feel like you have sort of like ability to wear a lot of different hats,
Mm,
and it's almost like you have the variety to choose anything that you'd like your choice um, comes up a lot, and I feel as though I just feel like your past lives are influencing this life. And
mm,
maybe in your past life, you may have been a business owner, or you may have been, you know, somebody's sister-in-law, or, like I feel like your identity is like all of your past lives, and people are able to sort of pick up on that energy.
mm,
Uh, and I do feel as though you are psychic yourself. I
mhm,
do feel as though you have healing abilities again yourself. I feel as though you are working on, your own uh, balancing, and I do feel as though you'll be able to not transition, but you'll be able to come out, you'll be able to come through this. I see you like pulling something. It's like a cart, like a horse-drawn cart, but it's like a cart that you're pulling with you, and it's like you're pulling it through a portal. You're stepping through a portal, and
mhm.
you're
Yeah.
choosing energy, yet you have, and it's not baggage, it's almost like tools and ammunition for you to bring with you, and you're able to pull with you what it is that you need, that's yours, that you find that's valuable, and you'll be able to take that with you. So I don't know what any of that means, but that's what I got for you, Miss Malika.
That is really cool. Yeah, I feel like you are the reliable one, and it's just kind of like she's gonna take care of it. And this is not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying you really are just like Jean was saying, mistaken for not seen for who you are. Let's put it that way. This is not seen for who you are. And that is going away. That's the big release for you. It's a card I got during this eclipse season. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings, because you are coming in. You're very confident. You have the confidence. It's a matter of you, okay, as we are have been recreating ourselves. Okay, it says believe in your worth and abilities. We are the ones who list those details of who we are, and we emanate that out of us, right? So it's about you shining and creating your own vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. And see, there's that portal, like Jean was showing, talking about. You're walking through there with all your magic. It's like I enter the magic. It's like all this magic around you, and you're live in the now, seize the moment. You're choosing a whole new. Not that you're going to change. I mean, you might move across the world, but you are choosing a whole new life for yourself that you've always wanted to experience. And there's, I got miracles. They told me to look down. Miracles. Expect wondrous to emerge. As you speak it, or you determine, I prefer to experience this, and this. I experience myself like this. They said it's just going to, you're going to create that just by speaking it into existence. We all have that ability. But I don't know. It feels like there's something you really just are coming into yourself, like from the chrysalis to the butterfly, like you're reborn. That's how I'm feeling it. So cool. Lots to
Thank
go.
you very much, Malika. And she said,
Yeah,
"Thank you. I'm forging ahead.
yeah,
Don't
that's
forget to
what we're.
pull your don't forget to pull that cart through
Yeah,
that portal."
we all are. We all are. We're choosing the details of that, though. We're recreating ourselves, and we get to feel it in the way that we always dreamed of, right? That Pisces is allowing us to dream.
So next is Teresa, Sun in Leo, Moon in Gemini, and Rising Scorpio. What a
Mm-hmm.
neat combination.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Beautiful. Sun and Leo, big hearted, and you just, hey, you are. I want to say you're the one everyone comes to talk to, because that moon in Gemini has got the answers. The heart is actually the solution maker, but the Gemini mind, moon, emotions can express it. And with that rising Scorpio, you don't miss a trick. You don't miss anything. You can see through, you can see through any distortion, anything that isn't authentic. No, I think it's cool. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you. Soul healing. Align with your essence. See your true colors. There we go again. I think this is what everybody's being given the opportunity to do is, like I was saying before, we've been so stuck down in this density that we don't know fully who we are, but we're all coming back online basically, and it's going to be really cool to look at that, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It never lies. No, it doesn't. Not with that Scorpio there. And find balance to maintain harmony in your relationships. And then what's the other one? The answers are within you, which they are. The answers are within you. Taking shelter. This is kind of another thing. And then we bring that up for a minute. We've all been in like this hermit period. I know it's been a very long time for me. I'm starting to worry about it, but my guides are like, all of you are coming. It really is like you are going from the chrysalis to the butterfly. You need that time to just be. we've been so programmed to do, be productive, don't stop. It is really difficult for us to stop and just allow and be in that energy, you know. I think that's what's another thing going on with you, Teresa.
She said yes. All right. So, Teresa, what I picked up for you for Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, I feel as though the energy around that is diplomacy, being
Mm,
diplomatic.
mm, mm,
Fairness is important to you, equality and justice. I feel as though you may work with children. I feel as though you may be in um, like a principal in some way,
mm,
that you make the rules, you sort of delegate authority or delegate jobs, and yet you're the one everybody says, but Miss Teresa, well, so and so has too many basketballs, we don't have enough. And then you diplomatically and fairly and justly be able to um, remedy the issue of whatever problem is going on underneath of you. Like, you have this, it's not authority, you have this organizational lead, you're a
mm.
leader,
Yeah.
but it's not authority, and you're able to diplomatically work out some of those details, and it's like a natural instinct. And I think that often, Teresa, you may not realize, but you use your psychic skills to find solutions to these things. So you could be like a nurse or something, or you could be, I don't, but I do actually, I do feel as though you work with children or people who influence society. So, but I'm not sure. You could, but whatever you are, you're a problem solver. You're somebody, like, people come to you, and but you do this naturally, and you have such a knack at it that
Mm,
it's not only your training or education, and it does come naturally to you, but I think it's your psychic skills that you're
mm,
relying on to take care of this. You're very good, and you're very much admired by a
mm,
lot of people. You're able to sort of take care of the people who are always late, and take care of the people who, do extra. Like, you're able to see everything that's going on, and apply that. Yes, I have that personality type. True.
mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your Leo, Gemini, Scorpio is screaming that at me.
Yeah, that
I just
Leo, Sun Leo, the Sun rules Leo. So they are authentically from their heart, and their heart is intuitive. Well, it's the seat of our soul, and it's just a natural occurrence for them, and that's really is cool.
thank you very much, Teresa. That was fun. That was fun. And next we have Gina's Place. And I know I said play, love, remember. I'll have to get you on the next time. But Gina, if you're still here, please say hello. You did say hello way back when, but I just want to make sure you're still here. Um, you're welcome, Teresa. So Gina's Place, please say hello.
Venus place. Jean, the whole time we've been sitting here, I'm looking above your head is Uranus sitting there in the top. I'm like, it's so cool. It's really like
Okay,
it's
Gina's Place is here. Thank you. And this will be
nice.
the last reading, you guys. I have another show after this, so I have to reserve my
Oh,
energy. Um, Gina's Place reading Taurus Sun and Cancer Moon and Sag Rising.
mm-hmm. And Scorpio Venus.
What does that mean?
Well, that means okay, Scorpio Venus. Okay, Venus is what we love and value, right? A
No,
lot of
no. Why
people.
does she have more than what's her sun, her moon, and her rising? What does the Scorpio Venus mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's just another aspect she put in there. Venus is what we love and value. She has it in Scorpio. If you look at it as romantic, it's very intense romantically. like doesn't, we'll know if there's anything out of alignment real quick. But for doing what you love and value, Scorpios really, they know what they like. They know what they want. Like I'm talking about, where I want to live, how I want to dress. That's just innate in them. It's a very distinct sign. Sag rising is given that the ability to really see where that arrow is pointing. Cancer moon, Cancer rules the moon. You can't get any more emotional than that. It does take, it's a lot on a Cancer moon. It takes a while to become acclimated with all those emotions to where you can become emotionally mature. And the Taurus sun is they want to make all of that beauty and fun and emotions and all of it, and they want to make it manifest into reality. Taurus is an earth sign, and they like the comforts. They like the thing, like we all do, like things the way they like them, but they're very particular about that. Let me put it that way. I hope that makes sense. Gina's place. All right, so let's see. You got Mahatma energy. Build your light body. Accelerate your ascension. So that's how I see us. I see us with these columns of light like this, and it's gold. If anyone needs a visual for that, that really lifts up your journey, lifts you up. Let's see over here. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. You're very supportive here in the chat. I don't know. So you are in a like-minded community. You're stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. Tauruses are very strong. So are Cancer, so are Sagittarius. I mean, everybody is, but you really have a nice combination there. And let's get you one of these. Blessings or gifts from the universe, receive them and share them. I think that's coming in for you. If you're doing any purging, either way, you've got some stuff coming through that's going to bless your life. That's what I'm seeing.
All right. So Gina's place, if you could let us know if that resonated with you. I do feel as though you do feel your emotions deeply. I do feel as though you are you can tend to be stubborn in certain instances where you feel that your needs are not being met. You will hold your ground until it's recognized. I do feel also that you love to play and goof off, like you love silliness, you love joking, you love laughing. I do feel as though you like card games and being strategic and just laughing out loud during these, strategic moments. You like to have fun and be lighthearted as much as possible. And you don't like to be in a responsible role. You rather be in the role where somebody else has taken a lot of the heavy responsibility, and you're fine being like the second. You know what I mean? Like the supporting person. You're like, I can't lead, I can't make those decisions, but I'll support you. So you're really good at that supporting role. And I do feel as though you have a way of having people make exceptions on your behalf, and to it's like, well, they gave me a free cup holder, so I bought the car. Like when there's like an exception that people make for you, because of your personality and the way that you're playful and the way that you have this way about you. Like certain people, they'll give you an exception. I don't know how else to explain that. Um, and it's almost like it's not like you get free stuff for nothing, but things happen for you because of your personality and the way that you address things. You don't come at people with like demands. You say, well, what else? It's more of like a playful, not really you have a non-direct way of having people respond to you. And it's quite unique, and it really does serve you well.
Yeah.
And they told me that you would take the shirt off your own back to save somebody. You're a fierce and loyal friend. Um, you will fight for your neighbor, and if somebody says something kind to you, you are forever their friend. And
Mm-hmm.
if somebody says something derogatory to your friend, you will fight to the end to save them, or to
Mm-hmm.
protect their name.
Mm-hmm.
You have this loyalty that is undying, and is it's almost like, I didn't know you very long, but you're really fighting for me. And you're like, it's the principle. Like, people don't treat people like that. I don't care how long I knew you. People don't treat people like that. Like, you have this way of loyalty, and I think that all of these things are beautifully um, combine um, to work in your favor. And I feel as though, oh my gosh, she said, that's me, and that's entirely me. Oh my, what a diverse way of putting that together. I was questioning my guides, but my gosh, yeah, that's what they were telling me. And look
Yeah.
who's here. Akila
Hey,
B24. Hi,
love.
Akila. So nice to stop by.
Hey,
Yep. And thank you, Gina's Place, for your feedback there. And
love.
Lindsay says, I love hearing about everyone's beautiful messages.
Yeah.
Thank you, Val and Jean. You're welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you.
It's an insight, and to know that we can pick this up. I mean, obviously, I'm picking it up more than Val gives me, like, sort of what Taurus means, what Cancer means, what Sag means, and sort of. And I'm going into Gina's energy, and sort of throwing into the mix all of those other energies. But these are some of the
Mhm.
best readings I can do. I do a lot of really good readings, if you don't mind me
Yeah.
saying so. But when I'm with Val and I can see your astrology, I can get I can get more detail. I can get
Yeah.
more feeling, more this personality,
Yeah.
this type, this a little bit more is revealed when I tap into your energy. And it's just amazing for me to practice this in this way,
I love
because
it.
it does enhance my abilities. Because
Mm-hmm.
I can tune into your energy and tell you what you're feeling today, but I couldn't tell you all that about your personality without the Taurus, Cancer, and Sag.
And
Mhm.
that's the cool part of astrology, because we have all these layers and aspects to us of all these different energies and attributes, and they're all trying to work together and make Jean who Jean is, or me who I am. Diana,
Thank you,
thank
Diana.
you,
Hmm.
thank you,
Yep. Oh, geez. She says, Val, you're right about the blessing. I'm in a new relationship with a Cancer, and we mirror each other, balance each other, and he's talking about long term. Wow.
nice. Yeah, I get,
Wow.
and the cancers are going to pick up on each other. They're very intuitive, and when they're together, and you are highly intuitive with that Cancer moon. That's and that Scorpio Venus is going to give you even more, because that's the emotion. They're both about safety and security. That moon and that Venus. And we're having water signs there, not saying other signs don't do that, but the water sees down below the levels, the underneath, and doesn't miss things. I wish you'd not keep us updated. I love it. I love that you're. And it. It is time for new stuff, new relationships. I'm sitting in the house. I don't pay attention, but I'm happy to see what everybody else is doing.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I did get a couple of cards for us just to go on with cleansing. Cleanse your mind and spirit, remove negative energy all month. Just keep letting it go. Go into your creativity, your what makes your heart smile. Creativity is your inner expression. Unleash it. And pure intentions, find clarity, surrender the ego. That's the part of us that wants to hold on to those old toxic things that are destroying us or those around us, or in the case of the news, humanity. So we are getting that pure, we're being purified, getting to clarity. Virgo likes clarity, and then miracles. Expect the wonders to emerge. That's all around us. The minute we choose higher, the our spirit team, spirit opens those doors to show us more avenues. I mean, it's just to me it blows my mind every time when I see how you just aligning with your heart opens things I would have never even considered. Do you find that, Jean? I think it's cool.
I think that is often the case for sure. Well,
Hmm.
I wanted to let everybody know that Valerie is now open for memberships. So there's a little join button right next to the bottom of this video that you can just click on and check it out. And please do go over and click and join Val's membership as well. I also have memberships. I just gifted 5 more memberships today, and I have a membership live chat going to be coming up tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to chatting with everybody. I also will be doing 2 new. Um, uh, it's a Zoom event in October, and it is ghost stories. And these
Oh,
ghost stories, I'm going to tell you about ghost stories, and I also have images of ghosts and video of ghosts. And I
cool.
also want to ask anybody who would like to be a collaborator. Like if you would like to come on and show us your video or your pictures or tell us your ghost story, I'm
Okay.
opening that up as well. So it's going to be on 2 different days. I'm going to do it twice. It's going to be the same thing, but some people can be a collaborator on one day and not on the other day.
Hmm.
So I'm going to do the, sorry, I forgot to change it to October. Ghost Stories is going to be on Sunday, October 12th. And then I'm also going to do ghost stories on Saturday, October 18th. And this
Mm.
will get us in the mood for the Halloween season. It'll be fun. It's on Zoom and it's $5 to help us, cut offset the cost. And
Cool.
if you're interested, you can just go to my website under the contact me and just say, Gene, I want to be with the join the ghost stories. If you're a member of mine, if you already are a member, there's you already paid $5 to be a member, so you're automatically go in free. But
Oh,
it's going to
cool.
be on both days, and I'm going to be showing and telling the same story, but there may be different collaborators. I know so many of you have amazing ghost stories, and it's just a different way of doing it, and it's a little more intimate and a little more private that I can show more videos and things on that.
Yeah.
Um, it's really been like tapping me on my shoulder, like it's time. But it's going to be a fun Halloween. I think that Halloween has already started, even though
Yeah.
we're still in September. But it's important to have fun. Yeah.
That's a good point. It is. That sounds like so much fun to do the ghost stories. But having fun, going forward, having fun. We've done a lot of clearing, healing. We're always, in this releasing to receive. But it's time to start. thinking about and implementing fun into our daily lives. You know, what makes your heart smile? And Jean also gives readings, and I give.
We're both available for private readings, and you can just check out my website, sunpsychicjean.com. I do 15-minute readings, and I'm working on doing email readings. Like if people want to send me email questions, and then I'll record them and send you the recording. So I'm setting that up as well. But Valerie does your natal chart and is phenomenal. And I think it's my time, because I think I need to know where things are.
This is a good time. It really, really is a good time to get a reading.
Yeah. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Val. It's so much fun getting together, and I appreciate everybody being here and watching later. We really appreciate everybody hanging out together. So thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.